Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Listen, I'm going to play this video. We need to have the conversation and listen to what she says. And I want to discuss why she's having the reaction that she's had. Okay? Why is she having this
my
one?
husband on a dating site. I talked about how he proposed to me after 10 months. I talked about how we got married. I sold my house, moved into his house. He bought me a Mercedes. I lived the kept life lifestyle, and women were coming for me. And it blew my mind because I thought I was inspiring and helping women see, hey, this is possible. This is a thing. They didn't know I was a life coach. They didn't know I was a love coach. They just saw a black woman bragging and trying to tell me, well, you need to make sure your name's on it. Oh, I would have never did that because you just never know what can happen.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. We get it. Life happens. Things happen. But if you say you want to learn how to put yourself in a position to live a certain type of life, you do have to take risks. You also have to listen and not listen to respond, but listen so that you can be helped. I met my husband on a dating site.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. When we were having this conversation, that's why someone was talking about an issue about the BC, and I said, well, if you notice, I didn't say anything because I already know about what's going to go down when you have people who are highly emotional. In this culture, we like to smile, as most people do, smile for the camera. Everything's going great. Yeah, it's not going great. See, let's be realistic. We have a lot of hatred in the community, especially to see a happy black woman. We are so used to being, oh, that poor black woman settled down with all those children, and what is she gonna do? Anybody got an extra cart of milk and eggs? Oh, so used to it. That becomes our norm, and we love that. Love a struggle, love story. Ain't no glory in that. Love a struggle. You say people think happens in marriages. You darn betcha. But the friends that I know, the one that's married, I got some news flash for you. They're doing real well. There has to be an upside. Truth of the matter is, there are many black women because we are so accepting of fatherless home and baby mama drama. So many. Then we see a black woman happy and talking about a ring and got married with a ring and everything, and struggling baby mama sure as hell ain't pumping, playing pump and dump, kid after kid after kid, and he don't do a damn thing for you. Yeah, like that's really working out. Well, you can be married and do that. Yep, that is so true. And you can be married, and when something goes wrong, unless you got a bomb or dust bucket, you're gonna probably leave with some kind of assets. See, that's the whole thing. In this community, over 70% fatherless homes, and black women, 84% of breadwinners. That's the norm. We're pretty much expected to engage in struggle love. Come on, hop on a boat. You better get your oar and start row your boat. Start paddling too. Heaven forbid that the man does all the paddling and you sit back and relax if you got a little canoe or something. You feel me? So since this is what she's saying, it ain't just happened brand new. It's the norm. What she's saying, we're not used to this for black women. So when it happens, oh, I wouldn't do that. That's like the video I did before. Like the other girl, I wouldn't be having that. You sure won't because you don't have the right contract. You got baby mama contract. You don't have a marriage contract. He's a dust bucket. And the man doesn't, people doing what they want to do. But I notice when it comes to a black woman being married and cared for by a man, not just men, you'll have women going into attack. Now, if you like baby mama and fatherless home, 3 and 4 kids by some man or different men, do that. Did it work out for your mother, your grandmother? Look at the community. That's why it's in the shape that they're in. If you had more men like this, I guarantee you she's less stressed out. I've never seen a group of women, so many, that are so anti-marriage because you don't get it. Oh, but a fatherless home and missing baby daddy Tyrone. Love it. It's understandable. I don't, I've never seen it so much more in this group. Anti-marriage, but we pro-fatherless homes. And it sure as hell ain't working out. It's going hella wrong. And when a black woman has that, why do we attack it? Because guess what? That is not our norm. And we know if you keep on dating within this group, because honey, the proof is in the pudding. I don't need to hear about your three black men that you know that's married and got women. We're talking about the collective. The proof is in the pudding. This right here is not the norm. But for men that build it is. So used to struggle of. And then when someone is not experiencing that, in particular, a black woman, 10 months, we sitting up, her child got kids 15 years old. How old is so-and-so? 12. This one's 7, he 9, and still got baby, and we still on baby daddy. This right here is not expected. So, and believe it or not, whether no one has to come to your face and tell you, the culture really has so many brainwashed wise by what you see that you think, oh, I ain't doing that, but I sign up for the baby mama lifestyle. The culture has pretty much trained you to think that way. And then when someone does something outside the box and she got a better upside, then we go into attack. Go into attack. We can become angry bird. And she's right. Deal with people like you, leave them where they are. That's why so many women now cannot get help, especially when they have more than one child, multiple kids. What the girls say, they lost two of her kids in that casino parking garage. People don't want them, but the kids went into their house. You done skip it. Like I said about the homegirl I know, I don't blame her wanting the homegirl out. You came here with yourself and two kids. It's been 3 months. You're staying rent free. How the hell you end up pregnant again? You don't know psych consult. You don't know self love. So why don't you take you and your two kids and your pregnant body, go stay with the man that made the deposit? You can't. But that's the norm. Sign up for the struggle bus. You could have two buses here. Here's the struggle bus, and here a man over here on this bus who are willing to meet women and provide to marry you, not have you as your long-term baby mama, your 2 and 3 kids. These you can have a bus. Here's the struggle bus over here. Later, this bus over here. You got men who want to meet women to not to be your long-term girlfriend, but men that are marriage, believe it or not, marriage and family oriented and can provide. I guarantee you, most black women gonna go to that struggle bus. I guarantee. No, I don't know. It might be a trap. They're gonna sign up for the fatherless home. Why? That's the mentality. That's what you see becomes your norm. And then when someone does something differently, you're like, what the hell is she doing? It's unbelievable. But hey, if that works for you, enjoy it. Let's see when your baby daddy, if something happened to him and he drops dead. Let's see what you're gonna get. No more baby daddy checking. It's probably on a regular low paying job anyway in most cases. Where's the life insurance gonna be? Where's the pension gonna be? 401k, is your name on it? I told you about two people that died. I'll just say Brad and Mijo. Brad and Julio, R.I.P. Brad, he, I guess because of health issues, it was getting worse. That's why I think he decided to go ahead and check out early. He left a will, and he left his little house and his car and whatever the estate that whatever he had, he left it to a relative because he didn't have any children. Julio, that was I was wow. He had a girlfriend. Julio was divorced, had a girlfriend. The girlfriend Becky, she seemed like but that was his girlfriend. She was there for him. I was like, well, who is this? Julio died. His ex-wife showed up. You know what the girlfriend got? She got gone. Bye bye. I mean, at least throw her one of the BMWs or something. He had two BMWs here to do, come on. At least throw her something. What she got was gone. Like, bye bye. What happened? Well, the ex-wife still got some papers from the marriage. But let me guess, from the will from the first marriage. He never did change it for his girlfriend. He's gone. I spoke to, I mean, my first time meeting ex-wife, I mean, I know the woman. So I spoke to her, talking, sorry for loss and all of that. Um, and I was kind of curious to see, is there going to be an estate sale? But you know how people get. So this is the thing, So anyway, spoke briefly. She seems real sweet. I said, so what are your plans for the property? She's from up north. She says, actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stay down here for a couple of months. Of course she can. So you got a property and you got 4 vehicles. A property and 4 vehicles. Hmm. Then, of course, she can stay down, because guess what? He's got, as I understand, a considerable amount of money in the bank. What's the girlfriend getting? Gone. So he obviously never changed his will. She said, oh, yes, I'm just here, kind of cleaning. And, okay. She seemed real calm and relaxed. She has her moments. She has her moments. Matter of fact, I just made a deal on one of his vehicles with her. Oh, yeah, I had a mechanic to look at it. Somebody I know, a friend of mine. You want to look at the car? I'll go with. Let's go over there and go check it out. Come on, I'll go over there with you. Okay, you want to pop the hood? That's where he's from. You want to pop the hood? Check the car out. Check the car out. So he checks it out. I was like, what do you think? He's like, I can see one little thing, and I can. It's not a problem. I think it's a good car. Let's check it. He checks it out for me. She's not all stressed out and hollering and all of that. The sons want the 2 BMWs. You know, she's gonna sell them. Which I don't want the BM. I don't want. He's got 2. I don't want neither one of those. I'm looking at something else. And I said, so she's relaxed. Why? So now she has a home. She has a home in Massachusetts. Now you have another home. Ex-wife. Why? Oh, she has some paperwork. So the money in the bank. Of course you can afford to upkeep. Why? Because that money in that bank account dictates that. That's what it dictates. So ex-wife, you now have another property. You have 4 vehicles, and you have money in the bank. Ex-wife. Oh, she got that paperwork. Where's the baby mama paperwork? And am I saying this to you because I'm trying to bring you down? Hell no. See, in case you didn't know, I care about you and I'm letting you know, guess what? You deserve a hell of a lot more than what you get. You have children here about a man. You deserve more than just, oh, baby mama. He needs to provide. That's why I'm saying and trying to get the message over to you. You deserve a better deal. And a baby mama father's home deal is not it. You deserve a better deal. And if the ones in your life can't see that, then they need to go ahead and go. Maybe nobody's told you that. You deserve a better deal. What's the difference? You got with a man, had children, the same thing. Because she's married doesn't mean the child comes out of her ear. It comes out of go through the same thing. The weight gain, you're going through the same thing. But what are you getting? They're divorced. Obviously, was some drama. But let's look at the end game. At the end game, so she now has another property. She not all. Remember that video I did about the man who was saying you can tell that the women here when we were looking at with my home, we were looking at those property like a condo, what have you. What did he say? What did the man say? You can tell they're not all stressed out. Why? They've been provided for. Black woman, I don't care what your mama did, your grandmama, that's them. You better think and please, for the love of all that is right and common sense and decent, do what's best for you. I have another video to do. Don't tell me it's not possible. This woman, black woman, got 4 kids, married to a dust bucket. Guess what? She got married again. Yeah, four kids. Oh, she did marry Brad. 4 kids. She got married again. Why? Because the first dude didn't work out. It was a dust bucket. 4 kids, all 4 black kids. Guess what? He adopted all 4 black kids. College fund is already set up. If she thought well, I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm just only worth baby mom and all of that, no man wants me. You understand? Sometimes in this community, the dysfunction is really, it's like you're being pimp. What does a pimp do? Try to beat a woman, bring her down so much, it's like, oh my God, you better need me for protection or else. Being pimped and don't even know it to keep you down while they can keep you in the state that you are. But let some of these same men that's paying baby daddy, let them get $1 million, see what'll happen. He may find a non-black woman real quick. And what is happening? He's marrying her. Really? Why? Because that's what he wants. He wants to be accepted into that culture. So that's why we attack this, because in situations like this here, I just don't understand. We'll be on that anti-marriage thing, but pro baby mama. Why? Because the reality is this chick here, she does have a better setup. Is it, does she seem stressed? The woman I'm telling you about, she was so nice and kind. So nice and kind. I'd heard about, and just to do the nice thing, he said, okay, I'll go ahead, we'll speak later. Matter of fact, I just thought about it. What the heck was I thinking? Besides, I'm gonna go just buy some flowers and just give them the tour. But so nice and kind. Never met. Like I said, I've seen the girlfriend, but not her. Now she can stop. I thought about it. I'm not hearing her about, oh, I gotta hurry up and get back to work on my job. I'm not hearing anything about that. So the house upstate in Massachusetts must be nice. She said, I'm gonna be here for the next couple of months. Are you gonna stay in the home for the next couple of months? So yes, I better get some flowers just to be, the decent thing to do. Just something nice. I've given her my number. So you can afford to stay there for the next couple of months? I already heard he had a nice amount of money in the bank. So she comes down here to her ex-husband. She keeping an SUV. I said, child, I got 3 gas guzzlers. I don't need an SUV. So she just came down here, handled the arrangements, and now she's staying in the home, and she's driving the SUV, gonna sell the other 3. Isn't that something? Gonna stay down here a couple of months. Okay, beach is not about an hour. You go to the beach, yada yada yada. There's different things to do. Okay, how many of us have that option? Especially when these men drop off. We got 3 days and we gotta get back. So she's gonna stay down here, and I could peek, look in a little bit. The place looked nice. I can on the inside I can see he just. I said, oh, he must be having some work done. Just peeking in. So she just came down here. So now she's staying in the house and she's driving one of his vehicles, an SUV. Why? It's all hers. And people want to holler, oh, money and everything. Well, that's why men and women sitting up here now, up here homeless. Some folks sit in their cars. If that's the case, today and everything, just go quit your darn job if you have one, live off the land. People want to think that way. Oh, it's love. If a man loves you, he will provide for you. I'm just saying. Why am I saying this? It's not to try to, critique your ideas. I'm letting you know, hello, wake up. Monquiva, Keisha, in case I didn't tell you I love you, you deserve a whole lot better, baby. Maybe my tone is not just so wonderful and kind, wonderful and kind. Yo, it's me, unfiltered. So why do we want to attack the marriage aspect so much? Oh, I wouldn't do that. I bet the one saying they wouldn't do it because you can't do it because you don't have the right paperwork. Again, look at what the girlfriend get gone. At least give her one of them, BMW leave with something gone. Because the wife had that contract. Ex-wife. So she's sitting down, relaxing, coming and going, doing her thing. Okay. So now you have another home and transportation. And the money in the bank goes to this right here. Real quick, look at these. I saw some comments and they may have updated by now. This person said that wasn't bragging, that was inspiring. Exactly, that was inspiring. I'm happy for all of you. Why would a black woman be angry? Because guess what? This is not her norm. And you think, oh no. If marriage is so bad, then what the hell is the baby mama contract? What's the end game besides struggle and taking care and feeding kids all on your own? And then whenever it goes bad, find another woman. This is the culture. In case you didn't know, baby mama, you deserve better. In case you didn't know, I don't care. You deserve better. Maybe that's what you don't know.
I met my husband on a dating site. I talked about how he proposed to me after 10 months. I talked
After 10 months? What if it didn't take 8 years? What's the study that say men know within 6 months? He didn't take 8 years? Because he valued her, I'm assuming fell in love with her, and he ain't finna take a chance on getting married. When a man wants to marry, you're gonna know he'll propose and he gonna keep on running his mouth. When we getting married, when we getting married. I'm tired of playing house. When we getting married. You might come home and it's to his place. What's this? After dinner, I had to sit down. What he got? What's the notepad for? Our guest list. I was like, I ain't trying to get no guest list. We need to go ahead. If a man wants to marry you, he's gonna give you the ultimatum. Either we're gonna get married or not. I'm tired of playing house. That's as simple as that. If he wants to really marry you, don't be surprised if an ultimatum comes. Well, he's not doing that. Then guess what, baby doll? He doesn't want to get married, and that's okay. It's cool because you know what? That's not the man for you. It's okay. It's cool. That's not the man for you. If that's not what he's wanting to do, then it's cool. It's just not the man for you. That's all that is. Next, he needs to go ahead and move out the way. Move, man. Get out the way. She's looking for a husband today. He got to go. So this right here, 10 months dating, then they
about
got married.
how we got married. I sold my house, moved into his house. He bought me a Mercedes. I lived the kept life lifestyle, and women were coming for me.
Because they expect you to be, as a black woman, baby mama, struggle love. Then we can trauma bond together. Because that's what the community has sold them, a bag of bamboozlement. That's what they're coming for you. Get on here, so I'm struggling. I can barely make it. I barely got two beans in my, cupboard. We gonna love you. Because they're coming for you because the BC, the black community, has set up a program. Okay, there are cultures within cultures. They set up a culture of poverty, to carry the seed of poverty, and then just struggle. Oh, you gonna be blessed, and where is it? When is it coming? Hope it comes soon. Why are they coming for? You're not doing the norm. They don't want to see you live your best life. A ring and a house and a beans and married and 10 months. I've been with this man for 5, 17, 20,000 years. Got 3 kids. He's not worth it. Why? He doesn't think you're worth it.
For me. And it blew my mind because I thought I was inspiring and helping women see, hey, this is possible. This is a thing. They didn't know I was a life coach. They didn't know I was a love coach. They just saw a black woman bragging and trying to tell me, well, you need to make sure your name's on it. Oh, I would have never did that because you just Never know what can happen.
We do know what can happen with a lot of fatherless homes, and when one person has to be the breadwinner and the parent, the mama, the daddy, when the school call, nurse, doctor's appointment, shuffle them around town, sporting events, buying clothes. We do know what that happens, a stressed out woman. And you can be a married single mama. Yeah, that is so true. And if something happens to that man, more than likely the married single one gonna have some kind of accident unless you done picked up a dust bucket. But hey, pick up a dust, that's on you. Married boyfriend, whatever. If your picker was like way off. It should have been inspired happy for. No, I wouldn't do that. Of course you wouldn't, because your man didn't ask you to marry him yet. The question is, honey, why are you still around? You can still be around him, but keep your options open. Do not be dedicated to a man that is not dedicated to you. That's like going to work for a company and not getting no paycheck. And when you have children by man, you're giving, giving, giving. You should be honored. Look at this comment here. It says, this was interesting. Said, my mom married my dad after 6 months of dating. She moved in with him. How many women sitting up here, the man got to move in with them, doing things backwards and keep on getting a bad outcome? But I'm standing beside him. My decision, I'm standing beside him. Because that's what you've been taught. That's what you've seen. Don't know anything differently. And like in her case, here's something differently. Some of us want to go into attack mode. Attack what you don't understand. I take her door A instead of door number B, struggle of having a bunch of kids and it's all on me. Not just emotionally, but financially. So this comment says here, my mom married my dad after 6 months of dating. She moved in with him, sold all of her stuff. He bought her 3 cars, a home, and investment properties. Let me guess. Oh, I wouldn't be doing that. I would stay in baby mama fatherless homeland. Why is that? That's a land of dysfunction, guaranteed poverty. What did she say? He bought her 3 cars, a home, and investment properties. They lived happily until he passed away. My mom still brags on him 8 years after he died. And I had that conversation with my husband. I'll tell you about it. I let him know, you know, I said the kind of black man that the dude was. What'd you expect? Anybody gonna be bragging on him? What did he do? He put kids here and it was all in a woman. Everybody knows. How are you going to expect somebody to praise and honor you when you've done nothing? You didn't even do the bare minimum. I told him, I said, what you expect? Woman sitting up here still got to find a way how I'm going to pay these bills. Well, what you expect? You want somebody to, I said, he didn't make any plans. You're only trying to sympathize with him because you pro-black man, and he is over here. You're only trying to sympathize with him because he's a black man and he didn't do ish. So now when one of them drops, you want somebody, what's there to brag on? Oh, he left the mother and his kids to take care of all his children. You have forgot to pull your darn wallet out. And it's only because it's a black woman. Because if it was him and he was alive, I wouldn't do crap for him. You haven't. I said he has nothing. Leave a legacy of what? He hasn't provided for us with his woman and his children. But this right here, a lot of us cannot relate to this right here because, oh, that's on the internet. This might be 1 in 10,000. She moved in with him, so all her stuff. He brought her 3 cars, a home, and investing properties. Why? He's taking care of them, making sure she's provided for. Like the video. So why are so many black women, we want to come for you, go under attack? Because this right here, we're not used to it, but we're used to struggle of. So when we see something different, a black woman, it's okay. A lot of us will see other women of other races doing this here, and that's the norm. We can accept that. But a black woman, oh no, we want to try to critique it as if it's going really great with these fatherless homes. Again, this woman right here that I'm telling you about, I said, oh, so she staying for a couple of months. Why? She had the paper. Where's the fatherless home paperwork? Once that dude drops, the last check you get is all you got. Ain't nobody paying a dead man and worrying about his kids. Hell, he didn't. Where's the life insurance? Even if you're not married, where's the life insurance? What does he have on his 401k? If he's got one, whose name is on it? His mama or yours, the mother of his children? Why am I sharing this? Because I can see some of us don't get it. We don't live in family. Then why the hell we keep having all these kids by these men? I'm just by these broken men, not just financial but emotional. Because you know what? Some of us are broken too. Just don't know it. You deserve better. One more time. That's why do we comfort her? This here should be like the comment here. That wasn't bragging. That was inspiring. That's the whole idea. They try to tell Bon Queef we're ready to go ahead. Nah, 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 nah. That's the whole idea. You deserve better.
I met my husband on a dating site. I talked about how he proposed to me after 10 months. I talked about how we got married. I sold my house, moved into his house. He bought me a Mercedes. I lived the kept life lifestyle, and women were coming for me.
Why would they come for you? Because that's this right here, that's foreign to them. They don't understand. And you're not gonna tell me someone's coming for them. They wish they had that. Don't even try. I'm not gonna even lie. If I was single, I would want that too. They wish they had that. We want to act like, oh no, I'm just gonna sit over here and birth all these kids for these men, for this man, and yeah, okay. And he don't have to provide for me. That's what I prefer. I prefer a man. I'm gonna just have some kids by him, and he don't have to. I'm gonna do it all, and he don't have to provide for me, and then he can be in and out of my life and go create another fatherless home, and then it's just all on me financially. And if I need something, I have to do without. Or let me guess, go call another black woman. Yeah, you do that. Because the deal that she got, what you don't know, many of you think it's strange since you don't have that and you think you don't deserve it. But that's the problem. You do. You do deserve that and more. You put kids there for a man, you ought to be his queen. That fool owes you. That man owes you. As far as I'm concerned, hell, he owes you everything. He owes you everything. He should be catering bound down to you, the mother of his children. But we don't do that. I think that's the problem. No one has ever told you how valuable you are. No one has told you what you deserve. So when we hear something positive like that, because we don't understand, we want to try to critique it as if sitting as who. I mean, it's embarrassing at this point. It's like, are you really serious? But I get it. I understand. We're gonna keep on choosing. Door number two. Putting kids by a man, he don't respect you, don't love you. He can't even buy you a pair of shoes from Rainbow if they sell shoes. Can't I don't know if they sell shoes at Big Lots. He can't even buy you a pair of shoes for $12.99 at Big Lots. Or maybe he just won't. When you carry a man's children, not just child but children, and you're dedicated to him, some of these women dedicated to this man, it's unreal. Unbelievable. You deserve everything. You deserve a home. You deserve a ring. You do. You deserve everything. I'm his baby mama. You deserve everything. You deserve everything that he can give you and more. You deserve everything. You deserve a home and you deserve a ring. And I'm out.